right, so yeah, this theory is about the Soul Stone. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it is believed that the Soul Stone was somehow associated with Heimdall because of the color of his eyes and the fact that he can see all 9 realms.
That is definitely a theory that I had when I saw. That's definitely a theory that I thought of when I saw Thor: The Dark World. Because he was like, I see trillions of beings, and like he's, so I thought that. My theory was that like how
he always says like, oh, I see all.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, but I didn't see that he snuck behind my sight or whatever like that with Loki and stuff. So my theory was that like Thanos was gonna kill Heimdall like he killed Vision, and like his soul, like Thanos, like Heimdall's soul was like the Soul Stone, like condensed or whatever. So
yeah.
That was I had that theory. That's what I thought. I think that would have been super cool, but I don't know if that's.
So how would he have gotten the Soul Stone? Do you think?
He would have like. He would have like killed him and like used a spell.
No, I'm saying like for Heimdall to have the power of the Soul Stone, how do you think he would have gotten it?
How would Heimdall have gotten the power of the Soul Stone?
Or do you think like he's just like a part of the stone?
The Dark Fathers or whatever they're called, the All Fathers, the Dark Magic or whatever, something. Maybe he was just made that way. Because in the comics, Adam Warlock has the Soul Stone in his forehead.
Okay.
Like he's the Soul Stone.
Okay.
So like. It would have been cool if it was something like that, but that's how it was in the comics, and that's why it's different now. Adam Warlock was a lot different than he is in the comics.
Oh, like in the new stuff?
In the movies, yeah.
Yeah, people are really bummed about that. Okay.
Ironheart, Riri Williams from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, is a Kang variant.
But how? Why?
Thoughts?
How? She doesn't seem bad at all, though.
Yeah, but Kang himself is not like. Kang's motivation is not just an evil guy. He just wants to world the multiverse, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I couldn't picture her being a Kang variant, though.
No.
And I think that we've talked about like the variants a lot. That some of them do all look like all of. Well, I don't think we see all of Kang's variants, but the ones that were shown, they all look like him.
At the end of Quantumania.
That can't be all of his variants.
It was like millions.
Was it? I know we seen like there was like basic like 4 or 5 of them. There was like distinct ones, and they were like he cannot come back, and they were talking about him. There's one that they specifically sent to the quantum realm. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm talking about like those. Like those all look exactly like him. So I don't remember if they showed more than just those ones, but they did?
In Quantumania, there's the in Quantumania, the end credits scene is like all the kings gathering in like an arena.
I don't think I see. Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Who did you call? Or how many of us did you call?" And then he was like, "All of them." And he's like, got that weird voice.
Yeah, but don't most of them look like him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would she be a variant unless she was like the one off? But it's clear that in like Loki, you can have a woman variant because not all his variants look like him either. Some do, but not all of them.
And same in Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't know.
They definitely made it clear. They're playing both sides of it. They're making it clear that you can look different in another multiverse, or you can look the same.
I think it's a little bit too much back and forth. I think pick one.
Oh.
Like pick one. Like you want everyone to look the same, or you want everyone to look different.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, some look the same and some look different. Like that kind of, I don't.
It's a little inconsistent. Maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. Or they didn't like quite think about it like all the way. They're like, oh, we did it this way, but like for this movie, we're gonna do it like this way. Yeah, I think it's a little too much.
Okay.
All at once. Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay, so this theory is once again about the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
It's also about the Avengers.
Okay.
So some fans have noticed that each Infinity Stone may just coincide with the original Avengers. After all, Tony Stark was the mind of the team. Hulk was the power. Green. Hawkeye the soul. Thor, the space element, and Captain Man out of time.
Oh, I thought it was like color.
No, it's just like each one kind of fits into a category of the stones.
Then who's reality?
I don't know. Maybe Natasha?
Why?
Because she's pretty real.
Because her reality, because she's like a double agent.
Kind of maybe that
so,
way.
Her reality is like oh, I'm fighting for these guys, or I'm fighting for those guys, and I'm fighting for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, my reality is always changing.
Maybe.
I think it would be better if it was just like Hulk is green, Hawkeye's purple because he wears purple.
I mean, but still though, that's really good.
Captain America is red and yellow, so he's like orange.
Yeah. No, that could be that way too.
Blue suit, and then Natasha would be red because the red hair. So that would be my thought.
Possibly, because it does kind of take all of them being together to defeat one person every time.
Like the big bads?
Yeah.
The big bad guys? Yeah.
So, like, just like with Thanos, like, it takes all of the stones to make one thing happen. So it takes all of them to, like, defeat one person.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
You're onto something there.
Oh, I'm smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the wine.
It is. Good. I actually read that one.
You did?
On one of the
you suck. Monkey testicles.
Oh, okay. This theory says Adam Warlock shares Quill's DNA.
How?
Because, at least on the blog, it said that he was made in like that birthing pod, and he was like infused with like Quill's or Ego's or Celestial DNA to like make him like super powerful. So that they can give him like all of the Adam Warlock powers in the movies, I guess, or in the comic books, because he's like super crazy powerful. He would like make Doctor Strange look like a
piece of poop,
like a kid performer, you know. What exactly is your job besides making balloon animals?
Anyways, I don't know how much I feel about that one either. How I feel about that one, because
it's kind of out there. I think.
That one's like kind of more far-fetched.
Because in the third one, it made it clear that it was the High Evolutionary that created the Sovereign, so it makes sense that like he did whatever his thing that he's gonna do. So I don't know. I don't know if I believe that one. I don't think that's a really good one, but I saw that. So what's going on? Oh my god! We got a cat.
That's what's going on.
See, that could just be a...
No. Go, Loki.
Alright, go.
Thank you. So this one is a theory about why Hulk wanted to snap his fingers versus letting like, well, he was like, no, I've got to do it because I'm made out of the same thing or whatever.
Because the radiation is mostly gamma.
Yeah.
It's like I was made for this.
Yeah, so he says that reason, but the theory is that he wanted to do it so that he could see Natasha because he had the soul stone. So when you snap, you see, souls or whatever. So that's why he ultimately wanted, because he wanted to see her one last time.
I like it better that he had to do it because he was the only person that could, but sure.
Oh my God. You know what? Some things have to be about love, okay? And that's
not when it comes to a giant gauntlet that you're gonna wear to bring back.
Yeah, but that was like for one, like Natasha was like his kryptonite. Like she could calm him down. He talked to her about mostly everything. Like their love story was like hidden, but then like they tried to hide it. Like obviously it's like really hard to hide when everyone else can see through that, Yeah. So it's like without you being able to say bye, or maybe he felt some kind of way because when he left in that jet, he just like left and like that was it. No bye to her.
Yeah.
So he might have had some guilt or remorse for not rekindling those feelings with her. Okay. And the last time you see her is under like kind of like those conditions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's what I believe.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, he was probably the only one who could do it, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, we talked about this. Like Thor probably could have done it.
I bet Thor probably could have wielded it,
and Nebula was there.
And Tony Stark probably could have held it too.
Yeah, but it would have took Tony Stark out right then and there.
Probably would have burned out. Yeah. In the comic books, Nebula holds it, and so does Adam Warlock.
Yeah. So, that obviously is theory.
Yeah.
But I do believe that is a key.
And his like motivation for like doing it, like his self-sacrifice, like if this kills me, I'm gonna do it seeing the person that I love.
Well, yeah, I mean, she sacrificed herself, so why not sacrifice yourself to maybe see her one last time?
But also sacrifice yourself so you can bring everybody back.
Well, I mean, yeah, but also like they all agree that losing like Natasha was like a key component like to their thing. So for him, and not like having the team is great, but like also having like her there like gave him something worth doing it for. You know what I mean? And without her, like, why?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's about love.
Okay.
You should take a couple notes from his book.
Okay.
All right.
I'll burn my hand next time I cook dinner so I can, you know. I'll cook like a burger and then it'll splatter and I'll go, ah! And it'll snap and I'll be like, dinner's ready.
You hardly cook dinner though, so it'll be like 47 months before that happens.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Good talk, bro.
Hey, bro.
All right, bro.
So the theory is that Bucky Barnes killed Peter Parker's parents.
Yeah. I can see that.
He was kind of killing, you know, like Arnim Zola was like, accidents happened, and it was like Howard Stark died, and like Peter Parker's dad was like super important.
He was a scientist too.
And that kind of stuff, and like genetic research and weapons research and stuff like that. So I feel like it could honestly make sense that like him or like maybe even Ghost
took him out.
Well, no, Bucky was a bad guy. Ghost was killing bad people for S.H.I.E.L.D., but Bucky was killing good people for the bad guys.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely makes sense that like that could be one of the reasons. I think that was.
Were they?
Cool one.
Was God damn it. What's his name?
Bucky Barnes?
No.
Peter Parker?
No.
Here, hold that thought.
What's his fucking name? Okay, I got it.
Okay.
That was just for you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Was Howard...
Or do you want me to start from the top?
No.
Okay.
Was Howard and Peter's dad, they weren't alive at the same time period. Like around the same age, you think maybe?
Howard Stark?
Yeah. Well, no. Were they?
Because at least in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 2, the dad leaves when Peter is like maybe like 10, and if that was like early 2000s and the dad's like 50, and then Howard he would be born in he would be
Tony was like...
That was like 2017 or 18 or 16, 17, 18, whatever that movie came out. If the dad might have been born in the 70s or the late 60s, and Howard Stark was probably born in the 40s.
Okay.
Or no, maybe not that old. Because he was in Ant-Man in 2016. I think it was 2016. And he was looking pretty old. So he probably could have been born in like the 50s. He's probably like 60. I feel like they definitely would have been alive at the same time. Maybe a decent age gap, but...
Okay. All right.
It could have been at the beginning of Peter Parker's dad
going into
like learning, getting up into like that research and like showing his stuff. He's all smart, you know? And then maybe like he ran into Howard, or they
talked, had a conversation.
They were both in New York, if you think about it.
Yeah, they're both in New York.
You know?
Yeah.
With like the S.H.I.E.L.D. building, and I think it was all in New York. So yeah, that could be that was an interesting one.
Unless Peter's dad was at some point working or interning for Howard.
Something.
Huh.
Yeah. Or they're not even related.
I know, or they never met each other at all.
Came up, like, hey, you gotta kill this scientist guy. He's super smart. You gotta kill that scientist guy. And he's like, okay.
Yeah, probably.
You know.
But that's a good one. I like that one.
Here, look at this.
Makes your brain boggle.
Look at this list. I didn't look at all of them and see if there's one you like.
Well, I have one more.
Okay.
Okay. This story is about Iron Man's death.
Well, I wasn't gonna show me anyway, because you were gonna. I would cut it to you, you know.
It doesn't matter. I don't hear you chugging in the fucking background. Go.
Okay.
And now you got the little nose mark from the can thingy on. Why did you even do that when you still have a full glass?
Because now I just have that, and I'll be empty, dog. I'll be fine. It'll be done, man. On with the theory.
You know my nerves.
You can totally see the dog. It's funny. Honestly, when I cut it up, though, I might not even see him.
He'll be okay. It's cute. Right? This theory is about Tony's death.
Okay.
As soon as my phone registers my face. So Tony didn't have to die. Right?
Okay.
So it says, after viewing 14 billion, however many number he said,
14,605,000.
different realities, Doctor Strange claims to only have seen one possible future. Right? But given that the Ancient One couldn't see beyond the point of her death, it's possible that Iron Man could have lived and the Avengers still could have won if Doctor Strange died.
Oh, because you can't see beyond your death.
Your death.
So that's actually really interesting. Yeah, the Ancient One said, she
replayed that moment.
I've looked at countless futures or whatever,
yeah.
and all of them end here. So that is a really interesting one out of 1,400 million. He's like, we want the one that I survived in is the one that we win.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, well, let's do it this way, so I survived.
Yeah, maybe.
You know? But I do like that idea that maybe he died and they still carried on. And you just couldn't see past his own death. Maybe that's why he thought they were all lost.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can't see, so if I die, and he's easily one of the strongest ones.
Yeah.
Obviously him and Scarlet Witch are like the top two, and Captain Marvel, obviously. But so maybe he's probably thinking like, man, if I die, and if like me and Scarlet Witch, whoever, and we all die, they're hosed, you know, they're done for. So maybe he just thought that
was the
without
one way.
him as firepower, without him as a ally, I thought there would be no hope, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea that, you know, and it kind of even, Multiverse of Madness even kind of plays into that, where like they kind of lied to like maintain Doctor Strange's reputation.
Yeah.
Even though he was kind of like,
he was bad in that.
a bad guy in that reality. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
Okay.
All right. This one says Dormammu, the big bad villain in the first Doctor Strange movie.
I know who Dormammu is.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes to bargain with him.
It says Dormammu bargained on purpose.
Oh.
I'll read. I'll read this. I don't make it like a clip because it's a lot.
Yeah.
But you know. Okay. So the thing is, Dormammu bargained on purpose, right? And then Doctor Strange used a time loop to prevent Dormammu from attacking Earth. But what if losing was part of the villain's plan? Before fighting the Doctor, Dormammu may have had his disciples scope out universal threats. Maybe the Dark Dimension villain learned about the Mad Titan's hunger to complete the Infinity Gauntlet. Once Dormammu encountered the Time Stone, he realized how to get rid of the Doctor. The villain pretended to bargain because of the cosmic item to convince Strange to keep it close. He knew it would be a matter of time before the Doctor and Thanos collided, so the Dark Dimension villain wanted to see his foe fall. Since the Time Stone's gone, Dormammu's bargain would have been extremely successful. Like playing the long game. Like,
yeah.
If I play the long game right now, you're going to lose that Time Stone anyway, and then nothing can stop me.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
Another little theory is that Doctor Strange was like in that time loop with Dormammu for like centuries. And that's why he came out and he was like super strong.
Oh.
What do you think about that? It only shows so much of it, but...
Yeah, it only shows so much of it, but it's like still to come out of that time loop and everything else still be the same is kind of like... If you were coming out and you've been in there for centuries, then some things would be different.
Well, no, but you're in that same moment over and over again. Time is not passing.
In reality, and like...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You know, you're pretty much like, essentially like you're in a time loop, so you're like out of time. You're like outside of like the boundary of like time passing because you're like in the same moment. So when he went back in time into that the chronological order when everyone died, and then he reversed everything. And then so I like that theory. I think it's super great. I think that's why he became so strong, because he was fighting Dormammu for like centuries.
I mean, yeah, but even though like he got strong in general and like Doctor Strange super fast, like going in there without knowing what was gonna happen or what it was really about. He like, of course it's a movie, so everything is gonna be sped up, but he picked up on things really fast.
Yeah.
So I wonder how or why he was able to, out of everyone. I mean, like, she does say that he's meant to be the best of us.
Yeah.
So she already seen him coming before he even knew he had to be there.
Yeah, or before like the car crash and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she was already seeing that timeline.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really cool moment. That's probably one of my favorite moments in Endgame where...
But then again, though, at the same time, because we've watched Endgame quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's an Endgame. When Hulk, and we talked about this before too, when Hulk goes to get the stone from her, and she's like, "I've made this reality." So do you think that she made that reality for Strange?
What?
So remember when they're on the rooftop,
and then she draws a thing.
Yeah, and she goes, "But in this new reality that I've made, not so much." So when she says, in the reality that I've made, do you think that she made a reality as to where that Doctor Strange... Because she said, oh, you're a tad bit too early.
Uh-huh.
So do you think that she somehow had everything that happened to him happen so that she could have him come there? Because if none of that would have happened, there would be no Doctor Strange.
I don't...
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, but is that what she says?
Yeah. We've watched that.
No, I don't think she says, oh, well, she didn't make it. She didn't make her reality, but she's saying, like, without the time stone, like, that's her new reality. In my new reality would suffer. That's all she's saying. She didn't create anything. No. She can't create reality.
We're going to watch it again because that is not what she says. And we've had this argument a lot.
She says, in this new branch reality... Do not look at...
I'm going to look it up because we argue so much about it.
Yeah, and then she's like, something... So your reality would save, but my new one, not so much. She doesn't create a reality. It's just the reality that would be...
I don't think so. If you have the power, because at that point she had the power from... The
Dark Dimension?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're able to do what Strange did and go back and forth and see time and manipulate it and play with it, she has a lot more power than we think. So she's highly capable of doing things in, like, at that point, her in the past, for it to happen to set up for that new reality.
Yeah, she could probably create branches, but I don't think she can manipulate the reality itself.
But she already has.
How?
She's manipulated the reality around her plenty of times.
How?
We're gonna watch it.
Okay, I'm down. My favorite part about doing this with my wife is...
I stump him every time.
When I'm right.
And he's never right. So this theory is that Magneto was indeed Maximoff's father in the MCU. Have you heard that theory?
That's like... It's comic accurate, but...
Yeah?
Yeah. He's Quicksilver's dad. But like, it's like official in the MCU. What's the theory?
It's just that...
That's like what they're gonna do. Because they're gonna bring in the X-Men.
So.
I think they're gonna have to retcon Magneto, or somehow
it says
make him be manipulated by time.
It says we know that Pietro and Wanda's parents died in the MCU, but that their father actually saved them by using his metal controlling powers as he died, stopping the bomb from detonating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what that says.
But, I mean, yeah, but then are they not going to have Magneto as a villain? Because he's like one of the top villains for X-Men and for the Avengers.
I mean, it's just a theory.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know.
I think that he's definitely going to be their dad, but I don't... Oh, sorry. I think he's definitely going to be their dad, but I don't think they would kill him off before they had a chance to make him part of their universe. Yeah, that's my theory. Magneto's too important.
That's your theory?
That's the theory. Well, this one's dark.
Yeah, dark one.
This one's dark. Tony and Nebula knew what would happen on Vormir, which I think is absolutely true.
Yeah.
But it goes on to say, while the directors of Avengers Endgame have confirmed that Nebula did know a loved one needed to be sacrificed to obtain the Soul Stone, fans have their doubts. Some have posited that she told Tony about what happened on Vormir while they were stranded together, When it came time for the heroes to retrieve the stones, Iron Man and Nebula knew which duo to send. After all, while all the Avengers are close, Clint Barton and Natasha Romanoff have known each other the longest and have one of the strongest bonds. And Tony didn't want to risk losing heavy hitters like the Hulk there. It's possible Iron Man and Nebula conspired to sacrifice their friend, or a friend, to guarantee the Soul Stone was acquired.
That is messed up.
That's super dark.
That's messed up.
It's actually a super dark theory. And I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it because Tony Stark watched Doctor Strange turn to dust, giving him the time stone, saying this is the only way. So maybe Tony was like, that's the only way. You know?
That's messed up. That's so
super messed up. Super duper messed up.
Do you think that when they did that, they were thinking like, oh, Hawkeye will go and not Natasha?
All of that they knew was that it had to be a loved one, and Natasha and Clint not
have
like
the closest
not
relationship.
Like intimately in love, but like they love each other. So they were like the best two candidates, and they knew. They probably thought if anyone thought anything, they probably thought that Hawkeye would take the leap, but
I mean, he tried, but
not very hard.
I mean, no.
He probably could have really knocked out. He's got like 20,000, and he threw his bow away. First of all, why do you throw the bow? Just keep the bow.
And
then when
the dramatic scene where he like throws and he looks at her, and then he starts running to go jump off the edge.
And he like turns around and he like does like this like thing where he's like,
well, first of all, why don't you just go run and jump? Why are you even thinking about throwing your bow?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You chugging it down?
Carry on? Yeah.
Why can't you ever just sip?
Because this is not neutral. You don't sip.
That's why we cannot never go to a paint and sip.
That'll be paint and chug.
This one's weird. I don't know how far-fetched it is, but obviously these are just theories, right? So it's about Hawkeye. It says that Hawkeye is a Skrull.
There's theories that every single person is a Skrull.
Yeah. Skrull. Skrilla.
Like skull with an R.
Skullarola. Okay.
What?
It says these shape-shifting aliens are known to steal and take the place of heroes and villains in the MCU, but the theory that Hawkeye will be revealed to be a Skrull, hence why he becomes Ronin in the Endgame trailer.
Because he's a Skrull. Wait, say it again?
Because he becomes Ronin in the Endgame trailer.
That's why he becomes Ronin, because he's a Skrull?
I guess that's what it says. I think Nick Fury is a Skrull.
And the Skrull's doing like vigilante justice. I read one that said like that he's been a Skrull since Age of Ultron.
Who?
Fury.
I think he is. We talked about it when we were watching Captain Marvel.
Yeah. I think it would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I thought the cat took his eye out.
What about it?
I thought the cat took his eye out, right?
No, it just made him blind.
I thought he took the eye.
No.
Why did he take the eye?
In Winter Soldier, remember he comes in.
Yeah, and he takes it off. You need to keep both eyes. Yeah. I know that, but I thought the cat took the eye.
Oh, like ripped it out?
Yeah.
No. He scratched him out.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Just take the eye and then eat it.
And then eat it?
Yeah, and then you keep the cat, even though he hates cats, because your cat ate your eye. And it builds an unbreakable bond.
Well, it's not a cat, it's a flurkin.
Well, oh my god. Looks like a cat. I'd keep the cat. This is a good one.
Okay. You want to end it here?
Yeah, this one is actually like crazy.
Kind of juicy? Alright. Let's do like a little this will be the last one, okay? Sorry.
Okay, it says, Loki survived by disguising himself as Bruce Banner from Thanos. That's what it says. It says the theory is that in the first scene of Infinity War, we see Loki, and he's at the hands of Thanos, and most of us know the scene. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, where he chokes him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says, instead they think he switched places with Bruce Banner, whose alter ego. The Hulk lost his fight against Thanos on Thor's ship. However, Thanos seems to have summed it up best when he told Thor, "No resurrections this time."
So who died if not Loki then?
They're saying Hulk died or something. But I do believe that would have been good if Loki disguised himself as someone else and then left.
I mean,
he might not be dead
in that time, but he's staying as the Hulk and doing the things they need to do, and he's holding the gauntlet.
You never know.
He's like, I have to do things that the Hulk would do, so I have to hold this gauntlet right now.
He's a trickster, yeah.
I don't think he's into the long con, though, man. I don't think he's into the long game.
Well, I guess we'll see, like, when these next couple movies come out.
See kind of what theories have prevailed. Yeah, I can dig it. I mean, I don't disagree that I wouldn't put it past him because he's a little trickster. But I don't think he would want to maintain it. I think at the first sign at the first opportunity, he would bounce and then just become Loki again. So, okay, Hulk, or like somehow kill the Hulk, or like make it seem like the Hulk had died so he could go and live his life or whatever. But I don't know.
Well, I don't think Loki is dead though.
Well, he's not dead. He's dead in that time.
Oh my god, but I'm just saying.
But Loki's show and Kang, everybody's cracking open the multiverse. Everyone's got variants.
I know, we have to watch season 2.
Yeah.
But we're trying to wait till all the episodes come out.
I'm down.
And they come out, I think you'll be gone though.
Okay. Watch when I get back.
Watch it while you're gone.
Okay. Make a bunch of notes.
No.
Okay.
Whatever.
Alright. Hottest hero. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Peter.
Fat Thor. What? Who? Peter Quill?
I'm supposed to say the same answer.
No.
Oh. I think Peter Quill's pretty hot.
I just think Fat Thor has the best beard at the end and the best armor.
Oh.
That's why.
Why? Because when you wake up in the morning, you look just like him?
Yes.
Well, after you have like 12 beers, yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's a good one. Okay. That'll be a good clip. Alright, try to think of one. Just first thing that comes to your head.
I don't know.
Best fight scene, best armor, best one-liners, best, you know.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
1, 2.
No, what are you saying though? What's the category?
Lamest Avenger.
Lamest Avenger?
Yeah.
The lamest Avenger?
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Okay, say it again.
Lamest Avenger.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Falcon.
War Machine.
Dude, stop on War Machine.
I hate War Machine.
Man. War Machine coming at you, dude. That guy
hate it.
wrecks people, dude. War
I hate
Machine's
him.
sick.
He's really not. He's really not. He's really not. I'm sorry. Okay.
That was good. All right,
Okay.
let's do.
Good dog right now.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay.
Let's do best Spider-Man movie. 1, 2, 3.
No Way
Spider-Man
Home.
2. What? No Way
Wait.
Home? Not like like all Spider-Man movies.
Oh, all Spider-Man? Okay.
Yeah, ready?
Okay.
Oh, we'll do it again.
Hold
We'll do it again. Okay.
Hot.
Yeah, I know. We're almost done. All right.
Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, I
Yeah.
gotta fix my hair. Yeah. Look pretty for the camera. Okay.
You look great.
That's really
Okay, ready?
hot.
Yeah, but we're good. This is just like gonna.
All right, let me think.
Well, no, okay. But it's gotta be off the cuff though.
I know. Okay.
All right. Best Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3?
I like Venom.
That version's of Venom?
I just like Venom. I think he's
Topher
awesome.
Grace? He's in the movie for like 4 minutes.
So what? I think at the end when he's like crawling on the wall and then like the Venom like is pulling his face like in different directions and he's got like the spiky teeth and he's like talking to the Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you want to kill the spider. I want to kill the spider. I like it.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay.
There's like a couple more each. Like try to think of them.
Worst Thor movie. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Love and
Thor.
Thunder.
The first movie. Love and Thunder is not worse than the first Thor.
Love and Thunder sucks. The goats.
It's not it's
the goats.
It's dumb as hell, but it's not worse than the first Thor movie.
It's pretty bad.
Christian Bale has to make up enough points to make it better.
No,
than that
he
movie.
was phenomenal. I thought he did really freaking good. But at the same time, that movie is a movie that I put on and I get annoyed by it.
Yeah, they definitely doubled down. Like, oh, people like our humor in Ragnarok. Let's make that the entire movie.
It's way too like goofy. Like Thor's costume is, or Thor's outfit is a costume. It just looks
like
bad.
Battle armor.
Yeah, like. They all of a sudden bring back Jane, and now she has cancer, and now they hate each other, but now they love each other. But like, now she's gonna defeat Gore, and it's just like,
yeah. There's a lot going on in that movie.
Yeah,
that's true.
And now it's Thor and the little girl. Now he's got like a daughter, and.
But it showed the Well of Eternity. That was sick.
Yeah, no, that part was good. Like they found a way to like put that in there so they can continue to put that in future movies to come about eternity. But at the same time, it's like you could have did so much better.
Yeah,
you could have did so much better.
I think it should have been like, it could have been like 30 minutes longer and have more gore in it, and then more gore.
But because they also mentioned eternity in what is it? I think Thanos mentions it once.
We just watched it. Something.
Someone else mentioned.
Was it Kang? And was it Quantumania? I've seen Eternity. Was it? I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. But someone else mentions it. So if that was their way of trying to like bring Eternity in, and then for you to put Eternity in that whack movie, it's a really bad setup.
Because Eternity is like a super sick character.
Yeah, like that's such a bad setup.
Yeah, I can see it. Best Iron Man movie.
Best Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Iron Man 3. Nice.
Don't at me. Iron Man 3 is the best Iron Man movie. I don't care. It's better than Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 1's really good.
Yeah.
But Iron Man 3 is also, I think, really good. Did they handle the Mandarin poorly? Sure. Mm-hmm. But is Tony Stark the best he's been in all of the other movies? In that movie, for the Iron Man movies? Yes. It's the best Tony Stark performance. Iron Man 3.
You're real passionate about that one.
I like that movie.
I know, you do.
All right.
Jeez Louise. All right.
Let's do maybe one more.
Worst MCU villain. Like to date.
Worst?
Yeah.
Worst MCU villain?
Okay, ready?
All right, say it again. Sorry.
Okay, worst MCU villain to date.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. MODOK.
Ego. Oh, well, I mean, MODOK is a good one. But I was thinking Ego. There's no way Ego should have lost. He's a damn planet.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, MODOK.
But every planet has a core.
I thought MODOK looked sick with his mask, with his helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked good, but he just...
He looks sick. And I don't know a lot about him in the comics, but I would venture to say that he's way sicker in the comics than he was shown in Quantumania.
Yeah.
And then they just get rid of him.
Yeah, he's done.
And then they just get rid of him.
They won't bring him back.
You could make another MODOK, because he's a machine organism designed only for killing.
Yeah, but I
you
do
could make
feel like...
other MODOKs, but...
I do feel like, too, Marvel... is at the point where they're like, we're gonna put all the characters that we have and we're gonna try to sneak them into any movie we can at this point,
just so we can
get to
maintain
the
other
rights. Stuff and it's
yeah, I don't know how
for someone like me coming in and I'm newly into, well, I've watched Marvel before, but a lot of characters I don't know about, for you to just throw that character and I don't know anything about him. Yeah, that kind of sucks, because I was like, oh, it's just Darren, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
MODOK is I'm pretty sure pretty big in the comics, so it's definitely a thing. I agree.
Okay. You wanna do one more and then we're done?
All right.
Make it good.
If you had the time stone and could go back or forward in any point in time, where would you go?
Any point in time, where would I go?
With a time stone.
With the time stone.
Yeah.
I would probably go back to... It's gonna be really dark. When my grandpa died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to say bye.
No, that's sad.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say go back to like dinosaurs, but that's just me.
I don't want to see dinosaur. No, I probably would go back and just, be. I think too, I'd be a little bit more like nicer to my grandparents and just spend a lot more time with them. Okay. So yeah, get a little bit more wisdom and knowledge underneath me instead of being like, I'm gonna go run the streets and be a little person. Yeah. Okay.
Good answer. All right.
What about you? You can't just get up and leave. Oh, you would go back just to the dinosaurs?
Bro, I would go back.
What are you, 9?
Yeah.
You would probably be like, oh my god, a T-Rex. I'm gonna see if it actually will chase me, and then you run and then you get freaking eaten.
But then you would, before you die, you just warp back.
No.
Or you slow time.
No, you're my husband and you're an idiot. I know you.
I'm not gonna get eaten by a dinosaur, dude.
You probably would.
I'm a little bit smarter.
You're probably like, I want to see if I can raid it. I want to see if I can run and jump up on this tree branch and hop on its back or something. Like, no. That's a dumb answer.
Where would you guys go if you had the time stone, dude? I would go see dinosaurs. That'd be sick. And then I could come back and make the real Jurassic Park and be like, dude, I'm rich now, Jurassic Park.
You'd also be eaten like they did. You'd also probably go to jail.
How? I have time, dude. You have the time stone. You can make it as if like that moment never occurred.
You would mess up time so bad.
Probably.
You would go back and forth to before we moved in together and go to Dave's house and play video games until fucking 3 a.m. Yeah.
You got it all figured out, huh?
I see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. It's been real.